Good evening, fam, and happy Sunday. Our latest is that Fikile Mbalula is pledging his support for General Mkhwanazi. Mbalula says the country cannot be turned into a failed state by criminals, and Mkhwanazi did well by speaking out. As we remember, just after Mkhwanazi's media briefing in July this year, Fikile was fuming, saying that Mkhwanazi broke protocols and must be dealt with. But slowly he moved away from that idea and started talking positively about the general. Listen to him in the next slide on what he said earlier today and let us know of your take on this. And that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you again in the next update. Bye.
Comrades, on the 6th of July, we wake up, there's a policeman addressing the nation and say, here are the allegations. There are many forces in society that wanted to elevate that thing to a form of revolt against the democratic state, like it happened during the Jacob Zuma unrest. You remember? And then they said they don't know why Zuma is arrested. And then they brought the country down. More than 400 people died. In Gauteng and KZN. Now, when General Mkhwanazi addressed the nation, I've spoken about crime here today and what we need to do and the good work that the police are doing. Crime affects you where you live in your household. If the president of the country, according to the ANC, were to treat that matter anyhow as a by-the-way issue, this country was going to turn into flames. What brought the Spring Revolution in Egypt and brought down the longest-serving dictator in Egypt was not anything else but was the one grievance of the masses. Kwabulawa umuntu estratweni. We knew as the ANC, with all counter-revolution around us and opportunists, this thing will be bigger than the unrest when Jacob Zuma was justifiably so arrested. Because the terms of the Commission of Inquiry, like even this one of Madlanga, are very clear. If you are subpoenaed, you don't appear, you will be arrested and sent to jail for a limited period without trial. It's in the terms of the commission. If ndiyabizwa ngomso, funeka ndinxibe ibhrukwe ndiye ndincuntsa kula commission if I don't want to be arrested. It is in the terms of the commission. The president took a decision in his own wisdom, legally guided. As the ANC, we supported that. Because why? The matter Mkhwanazi was raising was important. Because, and I explained it on behalf of the NEC, that the things that is raising border on this country becoming a banana republic and the fall of the rule of law. If somebody wake up and say the state is infiltrated by criminal cartels, Ototi, Barana, ama comrade and deployees in government, and you put a blind eye on that, our people are not fools in the streets. They were going to revolt against the democratic state. This government doesn't care about us. And that's why we supported Matamela to establish the Madlanga Commission. And that is the political context, as opposed to those who say there are other mechanisms that could have been there at the disposal of the president. The people wanted an answer, and the president of the people and the government of the people had to respond to that. Not to Mkhwanazi, but to the issues that he raised. And we never prevaricated as the ANC on that matter. And we have said that a commission of inquiry does not mean that those who are accused are guilty as charged. The principle of the law that the other side must be listened to exists for everyone. And that's what we supported. And I want you to be clear about it, so that you don't get hijacked in beer halls by drunkards who are telling you that this decision is detrimental. It will be detrimental if ever we allow ourselves to be found on the wrong side, and if ever others were doing things that are wrong in terms of what people are accused of. But the ANC must be decisive in how it deals with the outcome. And in this particular instance, we will expect that from our government. Now, comrades, there are people who want to debate what is being said, and they are not in the commission, and they want to pass judgment on every other matter. Kuthetha izinto ezinganyumbaziyo ezihambisa umzimba. That can these things, some of them, be true? And the commission is mandated to deal with those things. And we are okay with the fact that this commission is dealing with that particular matter. We anticipate attempts to put the ANC in the dock for the actions of individuals. Our message is simple: let evidence lead. We anticipate that the ANC will be put on trial and in the dock, quote unquote. Our approach is that let evidence lead. ANC deployees must understand, follow and defend policy. Where individuals are found to have acted outside the parameters of the Constitution and the law must take its course. Where systems failed, we must fix them. If I am there, I'm accused, I'm found to have done something wrong, must take its course. But where there is a system failure in the fight against crime and in our policing in the country, that must be fixed. Comrades, the rule of law is the fundamental principle of our national democratic revolution. And I'll tell you what Lenin and Marx say about the rule of law.